Good morning and welcome everybody here to the Lakers Lowdown Podcast. I'm Anthony Irwin, Senior Lakers Insider for Clutch Points. And today on the show, we will be talking about LeBron's second decision. We will be talking about the Lakers not practicing. And we'll be getting you guys out of here relatively quickly because there just isn't very much to talk about. Quick reminder, please do hit that subscribe button if you guys are here on YouTube. If you guys are watching elsewhere somehow, I don't know, this isn't airing anywhere else other than the podcast form. If you're listening in podcast form, subscribe wherever it is that you get your podcast, preferably on Odyssey because I'm a company man. And let's go ahead and dive on in, starting with LeBron teasing a, quote, second decision from him. The tweet featured a video where he was sitting across from somebody and a table in a gym, very much in the same way that he did back when he said he was taking his talents to South Beach. This obviously sent the media, or not the media too, but also the internet into quite the tizzy as everybody's trying to figure out what the hell is happening here. Is it retirement? Is it a trade demand? Is it Amazon Prime Day? That's my vote. Is it anything? What it could be anything under the new moon. He's got his new show coming out, another season of his show with Steve Nash coming out. He's got golf that he's also focused on. All of these things. Is he launching a winery? Who knows? But in my opinion, I would put it at about 90% that this is an Amazon Prime Day spoof, as he did back in June when I believe there was like a teaser deal like this one where he was sitting down at a press conference and had reporters snapping pictures, trying to get a question in, and he looked down at his phone and and eventually in the actual commercial, he looked down at his phone and he saw all of the possibilities of Amazon Prime Day and we all moved on. And in this case, it could be him sitting down one-on-one with this random person. Person asks him, "Hey, LeBron, what's coming next?" And he goes, well, I really like golf and you can get a set of pings on, like whatever it is. Like, it's just, that would be my my vote for likeliest outcome here. And if that is the outcome, I would be a little tweaked, to be completely honest, because we're heading into boy cries wolf territory with these spoofs on momentous decisions and announcements that are just, guess what, everybody? Amazon stuff is 15% cheaper. That would be pretty lame. I'm not going to lie. Now, if it is indeed a real decision that and in a real announcement tomorrow, then it could be, like I said, anything. I think likeliest, right? The thing that is at the forefront of everybody's mind with LeBron is he going to hang him up? He's entering year 23. He's worn the number 23 for good chunks of his career. He is already going to lap the competition in terms of productivity in year 23, seeing as one, nobody has ever played into year 23, and two, he's coming off of an all NBA season last year in year 22 and at age 40 something or whatever it was. He doesn't have very much left to prove. Now, he might want to try to tie Michael Jordan with championships. And maybe there's a couple other ghosts that he could try to go out and catch. But for most people, when they saw this, they wondered, oh, is this retirement? And it's possible. I would say, again, about 10% chance of it, in my opinion, but it's technically possible. And for what it's worth, I asked around and nobody seems to think that this is that kind of an announcement. No, I would say nobody that I spoke to thinks that this is that kind of an announcement. So we'll see what comes of it. We'll see what he chooses to do next. But overall, it's the latest instance of LeBron seeming to really enjoy sending the internet into a tornado of speculation. Now, elsewhere, in terms of the Lakers and basketball and the stuff that we've been talking about over the last week or so, we don't have anything else to talk about. I was hoping that we would get some kind of an update on Marcus Smart. I was hoping we would get an update on LeBron that isn't Amazon Prime related. I was hoping that we would get an update on Maxi Kleba's I think it was like a quad thing. Yeah, it was a quad thing that he got looked at on the MRI. Is he going to be good to go ASAP? Are we going to get greater participation from the key players here in preseason moving forward? So far, all we've really gotten in terms of what we can expect maybe from preseason is JJ Redick saying that they want to get a couple dress rehearsals in, which that's fairly typical, but I do think we would normally get a little bit more participation in from some of the key guys, seeing as you're trying to get reps in right now. And look, I've made it known I haven't really enjoyed the way that the Lakers have approached preseason to this point. I actually thought the effort from some of those from the preseason games that we got over the weekend was lacking, which is not something that you should be getting in a training camp where guys are trying to vie for spots and rotation minutes. That was a little weird and disappointing. But yeah, I would say that taking a day off after complaining about uh, being a couple days behind, say the Phoenix Suns in the preseason opener, just rings a little hollow. Those that complaint does, right? Because if you were really concerned about it and you wanted to squeeze out every minute that you can from training camp, which is this team isn't talented enough to just like waltz into the regular season. It's a little weird to go out and say, all right, well, we were playing from behind against the Phoenix Suns, and oh well, technically the Warriors have they have continuity with Steve Kerr's system and with Steph, and those key guys all played and stuff, and it's like, well, you guys are choosing to not have your key guys play. You guys are now choosing to take a day off, and you guys are now choosing to remain behind those teams that you guys are playing against. So, yeah, it's this organizational laissez-faire, I think I said that right, nature that, you could even trace it back to the beginning of Vegas Summer League when JJ Redick was on vacation for the first weekend of it, and the Lakers as an organization chose not to go out there and watch the guys who were playing in those games. Other than LeBron, you had a couple of the stars there. LeBron was there to watch Bronny play, but for the most part, it was a pretty light crew that first weekend. Eventually, people showed up, but it was, by that time, half of the summer league had already been played, and yeah, that was pretty disappointing. And this is a coaching staff headed up by JJ. I'm a basketball sicko Redick, basketball sicko, taking vacation time during Vegas Summer League doesn't sound very consistent. So yeah, I just want to see more urgency, frankly, from the Lakers during this training camp. And I know it's been a lot of complaining here in this segment, but when you complain, when the team and the coaching staff complains about being behind, and then you intentionally miss this opportunity to catch up and put yourself further behind, what else are we supposed to do than roll our eyes when you try to go back to that well later in the preseason, the next time you struggle against whatever team you play next? All right, that is going to do it here for this Lakers Lowdown episode. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you want a little longer conversation, so I broke down the LeBron thing in greater detail in today's, or I guess yesterday's, lounge episode. I then threw to the mailbag to see what you guys wanted to talk about and got some great topics there. So check out that. And then, yeah, in terms of what's to come, we have at least one Contender Series episode coming later this week. We have more updates to check out and look for over the course of the rest of the week, as we hopefully see Marcus Smart able to get out onto the practice floor, at least, let alone the actual the games that the Lakers will be playing half a week or so from now. So we'll look for those updates, and we'll keep you guys updated as best we can. And yeah, until the next time you guys hear from us, I'm Anthony Irwin. saying have a great rest of your day, make somebody else's, and I will talk to you tomorrow.